Hello, Go Pure family. Stephanie Classy here, Go Pure esthetician, and today we are going to be going through an amazing lymphatic drainage massage routine. That's kind of hard to say. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know where you are joining us from. This is a session that I would love to have be really interactive. We're going to be using the new rose quartz roller and the amazing oils. We are going to be talking about some amazing giveaways. So make sure you like, share, comment, participate, because we have got some really cool things happening over here at Go Pure and some really cool giveaways. Lynn is on, Karen's on, Jill is on. We have from Canada to Tennessee to Minnesota already. So make sure you're liking and sharing, because first of all, one of the cool things is that our deal today with this live is when you buy a rosehip seed oil, you get an argan oil for free. And that deal is good for 24 hours. So we want to have our friends not be able to miss out on this. Kathy's on from Maryland. Peggy's here. And let me know if you are going to follow along with this massage. But I think this is really cool because this deal, so when you shop and use code OILS, it's a BOGO. So when you buy the rosehip seed, you get the argan oil. We're going to be using them both today. And we want our friends on here because this deal is good for 24 hours. And I love that. I love that because I love when we have replay watchers. So if you are actually watching this on replay, let us know in the comments. Melissa's here, Heather's here, Anne's here. So this is going to be really great. I love it when it's interactive. A couple of things. I'm going to prep you if you want to follow along. We are going to be using the Youth Glow Eye Gel today. We are going to be also using the hand cream and the body cream. So make sure if you want to follow along, grab those and grab your oils, because I would love for you all to be able to follow along with this. Brittany's here. I love doing these regularly because I get to see so many names over and over again. And then I just love getting to know all of you guys. And it just makes me so happy. So let me know if you have heard of lymphatic drainage massage. That is so hard to say. That's really hard to say. I'm going to stumble over that the whole time, but that's fine. It is very different than some of the other facial and body massage techniques, because this is something that is not just done on the face, but it can be done on the entire body, and it is very beneficial in so many ways. So I do want to preface this by saying that I'm not trying to give medical advice here, but this is something that is a very well respected approach. If you've ever worn any compression socks, or when you see athletes wearing compression garments, those are all parts of kind of that family of impacting the lymph system. So I want to give a little background on what it is, how it's different. Drop some likes if you're going to follow along, invite your friends, let us know when you've shared. And I want to tell you one more cool thing before we get started. Who here has heard of Peloton? Drop hearts and likes and comments if you have heard of Peloton. Have you? Now, have you seen that Go Pure is doing such an incredible giveaway with Peloton that I'm kind of like, can I get in on this action? I want in on this. And we have Go Pure in the comments that are going to be dropping all the details. But I wanted to share this. And this is another reason why you want to share. You want to share this with your friends because we want everyone to get in on this. So I'm reading this so I don't mess this up. But this goes from October 14th, which was yesterday, through the 28th. That is so cool. All current, so if you're already a current text subscriber, the SMS subscribers or new subscribers are entered to win. And first place is a Peloton bike. Second place is a $500 Go Pure gift card. And then there's going to be 5 third place winners for a complete 8 product system with the active serums. Like, I want to win a Peloton. I feel like that could change my life. I feel like I could really enjoy the Peloton life. And so make sure you're liking and sharing, and the details will be dropped. Also, check the main Go Pure page. All of the information is there, but that is so incredible. It is so incredible. And we're doing BOGO for the next 24 hours with code OILS. when you buy a rose hip, you get an argan oil. So we're gonna get into it now. All right, now we're gonna get into the good stuff. That was pretty good stuff though, right? And last time I forgot to pull my hair back. So remind me to pull my hair back with my cute headband. But I wanted to talk a little bit about why this type of massage is very different. The lymphatic drainage massage is different than some of the other massage techniques maybe you've seen me share in some of my lives, or in maybe if you've seen any of the TikToks that I've done, because there are different ways we can do like manipulation on our face and massage, stuff that impacts our connective tissue and muscles. That stimulates in a different way and has a different impact. Massage that maybe impacts the circulatory system more, and a lymphatic massage, which is very different because it just impacts the lymph system. So the lymph system runs parallel to our circulatory system, and they are a support to one another. And I have a little printout because I was going to try and like draw stuff on my face to show you pressure points. And then I realized that would be kind of a disaster if I did that. So I thought, maybe I'll just print some stuff out to share. That might work better than me trying to draw all over myself. That would be kind of weird. But the lymphatic system is a system that runs parallel to the circulatory system, and it is a system of pathways and nodes. If anyone's ever gotten sick, you get like your swollen lymph nodes, and this is something that can be done daily to help detoxify and clarify, because lymph is essentially, I'm gonna read it here so I don't mess it up for you guys, because I can kind of be all over the place. But it's a colorless fluid and it bathes our tissues. So our tissues are bathed in lymph. But what's interesting is that our circulatory system has a pump, right? Our heart, to move it through our body. Our lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. And so it relies on us moving around, and it relies on gravity and actual like manipulation. So that's why this is so cool, because it's something that can be done every day and have such a positive impact. It's really easy to do, and you could do a really quick, easy routine every day or whenever you wanted to, or you could take a little more time, because this type of massage is also very relaxing and very soothing. It uses a very light touch, and really it actually only impacts the skin when we're doing it. If you're flushing, or if you really feel it working your muscles or connective tissues, you're doing it too much. You're doing it too hard, and it takes practice. I will tell you, I'm more inclined personally, when I use my roller, when I do other types of massages on myself, to do ones that maybe are more muscle or connective tissue related or circulatory related. I clench my jaw. I am such a teeth clencher. So I get a lot of tension through here and through here. So even when I'm doing more of a lymphatic type massage, it takes practice. I have to be really present and conscious with what I'm doing, or I'll lean into techniques that are a little using too much pressure, that are stimulating different systems, because they're literally totally different systems. And like we said, the lymphatic system and this type of massage and manipulation is detoxifying and clarifying. It's actually very de-stressing, very calming if you're doing it properly. And it's an important part of our immune system, which is really cool. And I wanted to kind of, if anyone has ever like popped a blemish and that clear fluid comes out, that is actually lymph. So there are a lot of positive impacts it can have on the skin, as far as boosting that glow and radiance, minimizing the appearance of fine lines, helping improve the movement of that lymph through the skin. Who here gets hormonal breakouts? Drop some hearts, some comments if you get hormonal breakouts, if you've ever had those. Typically, as an esthetician, I see hormonal breakouts running along lymphatic drainage pathways. So when we utilize simple techniques that can help move that along, we can potentially see really positive improvement in the appearance of skin clarity, blemishes, and just really helping those natural processes, because like I said, this system doesn't have a pump. We have to help it along so our skin can be at its best possible state, and it will really help us hopefully meet our skin goals. And it gets us, I mean, it's a very real thing. It's a very real thing. So let me see if I missed any other things on here. I have to do notes. And sometimes this type of massage is called decongestive lymphatic therapy. Make sure you're liking and sharing. Make sure you're telling all your friends about the Peloton giveaway. Make sure you tell all your friends that for 24 hours, use code OILS. You get a BOGO, buy a rosehip seed, get an argan oil. We're going to use those. So I want to talk a little more in depth about the different types. Remember when I was talking about like connective tissue massage, circulatory massage? So connective tissue massage, like that's going to be more moderate pressure. You can use your hands or you can use tools, right? And it's perfectly appropriate if you want to follow along, if you just want to use your hands, or you can grab your rose quartz roller. Oh, and I forgot one of the most important things. Silly me. Oh my gosh, I have my little fridge in the back here. Who wants to win a skincare fridge? This is what we're giving away today on this live. How did I forget to talk about that? I'm just so excited about this. So this is my little fridge. She's pink. She's a little coolie fridge. And she's hitting my chair, so I can't open her up. But I have my serums in there, and I pulled my rose quartz roller out, and that's what's being given away today. How did I miss that? I'm going to be reprimanded. I'm reprimanding myself for not sharing that. There's just so much fun stuff happening. So yeah, like, share, comment, because look at this cute little nugget type thing. That's what is being given away, and I love a good skincare fridge, especially for keeping our tools and our serums in. I can't believe I forgot to share that part. Forgive me, Cynthia. All right, so connective tissue massage. That is sometimes that type of massage, we're like holding something down. We're working with a little more pressure. We're really working what's deeper underneath. That's kind of the deepest level of massage. And again, that can be face, that can be neck, that can be all over the body, right? And that can be that can give a very lifting effect to the face as well. And it's going to release that tension and help us relax. But it can also have that invigorating feel to it. The next type of massage, the circulatory massage. This we typically use upward and outward strokes with our hands or the roller. This one is really stimulating on the skin. We can get a flush to the skin. It can really boost glow. It's kind of light to moderate pressure, not too much pressure. And we're really focusing on stimulating the circulatory system. And a lot of times we're using broad strokes for that type of massage. The next type, which is what we're doing today, is that lymphatic massage. I like to think of this as like butterfly, like very light strokes. It's very soothing and relaxing. We're really only delicately, it's very delicate, it's very soft. We're really just focusing on the skin. We want to try and avoid any flushing or deep pressure. It's very, very light. We use the kind of a pulsing, rolling movement. And it's very soothing, very de-stressing. I love doing it in the evening when I want to de-stress and calm. But some other great times to do this is if you feel like you're more puffy, if you feel like you have swelling, pain, if you feel like you need to detoxify and clarify more. It can be a great type of massage to do in the morning. Maybe if you had a glass of wine or a cocktail in the evening and you want to help additionally depuff and detoxify. Maybe if you feel like you've had a lot of salt or sodium in your diet. Those types of things can actually make us feel a little puffy, right? And so this type of massage is really appropriate in those situations. If you've been sitting a lot, when I sit, and I'm very like working at my desk a lot, I feel it. So this type of massage is really great for those times too, if you've been traveling. And again, this can be done just on the face, or it can be done head to toe. And today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you an overall starting point for the full body, that if you can't do anything, you don't have a lot of time, you can just hit those points and open up the pathways, and that is great. Then we're going to go into a little more detail on the arms and hands, and of course the face. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Can everyone like and share one more time so you can win? We're going to be giving away little fridges. I think that's cool. See, I made a little pun there. It's really cool to win a fridge, right? Love it. I'm the worst. And then tell all your friends about the Peloton giveaway and make sure that you are getting on the text list so you don't miss out on that opportunity because that is so cool. All right, now I'm going to put on my Cutie Patootie Go Pure headband. That I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this headband. Who has this headband? Who's gotten this headband and checked out the accessories? Drop some hearts and some love and a comment if you have checked out the cute little accessories because they're adorable. They're just adorable. And I'm gonna get my hair back a little bit. And I'm in my scrubs today because we're gonna be playing in oils and lotions and all of the things, right? Next, I'm going to grab my products and my roller. And what I want to do is I want to start with a little breathing. So who wants to breathe with me right now? We're going to prepare for this massage. And this is very relaxing and soothing. So we want to relax. We want to do some breathing. Now let's place our hands on our stomach. This is hard because we want to keep our shoulders still. We want to just move our stomach inward and outward with our hands on our stomach and breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I want to say as we go through this, you might want to grab a tissue. I have tissues. When you do lymphatic drainage, you will feel it release. You can feel a release in your sinuses sometimes. You can feel that release and you can start getting sniffly right away. So let's do this. You can close your eyes or you can open them. We want to keep our shoulders still. We want to breathe in and out. Keeping our shoulders still and really moving our stomach. And then we want to pause, in, out. And just really try and relax and center yourself. And get that breathing down, okay? So you can keep breathing while I talk through this. Next, this is one of the most important things in all of this, is that if you can only do this, pay attention to this. Remember, you can use your hands, and we're going to be doing some Spock fingers. We're going to be focusing on these two main middle fingers or our palms, okay, or our roller. But I like with my collarbone, this is where we're focusing right now. I actually like to use my hands for this because I like to be able to get and wrap around my collarbone, okay? Drop some hearts if you did your breathing. And you can do it at the same time, or you can do one side and the next. There's no wrong way with this. Now, the key to proper lymphatic drainage massages, and the one thing most people do wrong, is this is a process where we open up a point, and then we have to open up that point. So that's what we're doing. We open up that point, and then we massage, and we're working that fluid towards that point. So we start at specific points, and then we work towards that point, okay? And I'm going to show you this another little printout that I have, some little teacher stuff. See, this is just our face. So we have the nodes and the pathways, and this collarbone one's really important, but we're going to be focusing on specific areas and working outward, okay? So I cross, and where's my neck cream? Right here. I'm going to grab my neck cream. Forgot to tell you to grab this. This is where we can integrate our products, which is great. So I'm going to grab my neck cream in my hands. I'm going to press it in really quickly because we want a little slip. And I'm actually just pressing this in right now, my neck cream. Crisscross, get it in, get it on. And I'm going to get the stuff all over my scrubs, and it's totally fine. I'm going to cross, and I'm going to butterfly my fingers. And we're doing these light, super light. Like, this is such a delicate feeling along our collarbone. Oh, and you can feel it. If you go light enough, you'll be able to feel when you hit those points. And I almost get like a shiver. It's great. So we're going to work out towards our shoulder. I'm wrapping my collarbone with my Spock hands. Okay. Very light. And then I'm going to work my way back. Super delicate. I'm going to fall asleep while I'm doing this, you all. If I fall asleep, someone wake me up because it feels so good. It feels so nice, and we are working in. You can do this 1 to 3 times, okay? Wrap out. Very softly, little butterflies. We're all little butterflies here. out towards our shoulder and back in. If you need to, you can use your palms very gently. And if you want to use a roller, we can do this little motion very delicately. I like the small end along my collarbone. I'm above it right now. Out and back. Remember, we don't want any flushing. This is a very, very delicate massage. It feels so nice. I'm having such a great time right now. I can do this all day. Back and forth 1 to 3 times. So drop some hearts when you've done that if you want to. But this is the most important one out of all the things. If you just have time, take a minute and do this part because we're opening up those pathways, right? If we do, when we try and move fluid through our tissues, but those pathways are blocked, it's not gonna, gravity can even do a better job once we've done that. This is what we wanna do, okay? So now we're gonna take this. Remember, we can use our hands or we can use our tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to move now down the neck really gently, and we're going to bounce, okay? Down, and let's do a little bounce here because we're working towards that pathway just like this. Along the side and a little bounce. Let's do the other side. Down into that pathway we just opened up. I like to at least get 4 in, and really, I probably didn't get up as high on that side. Now I'm going to take time and I'm going to make sure, because we have a node back here, I'm really going to wrap my ear. Do a little bounce, work, down, little bounce. Okay, let's do a couple of these. Here, wrap, down. Okay. Now one thing I want to say is that if you have a heart condition, ask your doctor. Because the circulatory system, if it's not functioning at its best, it's going to impact the lymphatic system. And we don't want to work over areas if we have had cancer treatments. Be very careful with those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to work the larger end of my roller down the back. And I'm actually just going to, I like to bounce down the back of my neck. And I'm just doing butterfly strokes. This little pulse, right, down the back of my neck. It feels so nice. So my roller's been cooled, but I let it sit for a minute because when I do lymphatic drainage, I don't want my roller to be ice cold all the time because I want to make sure that I'm not constricting everything too much. Let's bounce down. So we have our neck done. And if we use our hands, you can use broad strokes with our hands down the back of our neck. Broad strokes with a little butterfly motion. Gentle, gentle. Remember, only the skin. We're only impacting the skin. Now, we're going to move on and we're going to open up 2 other points in the body. But so much of this starting point is through here. Collarbone, neck, wrap around. Okay? Now, palms of our hands. I do this one at a time. So we're going to take the palm of our hand up under our arm. And you can take your fingertips if you can't reach it. I can't lift my arms up super high. So you can do this or you can do this. And we're going to hold and gently pump in towards the body. Okay? We're going to gently pump in towards the body. Gentle, gentle. Let's move to the other side. Gentle, gentle. Rose is going to fall asleep. I'm going to fall asleep right with you, Rose. Pump, pump, pump. This is one that I do recommend. We don't need to do it like this. We do it one at a time. Now the next one is we want to do behind the knees. So this is our last point on our body that we are going to do. And we're going to do the same thing we kind of did under our arms. It's hard for me to show you. But I'm wrapping my hands like this, fingertips pointing towards one another, under the back of my knee. And I'm just gonna gently, super gently use my fingertips, and we're gonna do that little pumping motion, the back of the knee in towards the body. I do this like 3 to 5 times. What this is gonna do is we're opening up these pathways. And if this is all you can do is just take a minute to hit those main points and open up those pathways, your movement throughout the day and gravity can do a better job of helping irrigate your tissues of that lymph and improve your drainage overall. And then your circulatory system can take over because it moves from the lymphatic system to the circulatory system to your liver and kidneys, either or, and out the body. So do a couple little pumps. So it's kind of like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but it's collarbone, neck, back of neck, armpit, knees. I'll make a song for you guys. It'll be great. It'll be all about lymphatic drainage. So now I'm going to grab my hand cream. Let's do a little work on the hands, shall we? Let's do a little work on the hands just really quickly while I'm here. Who here gets achy joints, puffy hands? Who here in different seasons, maybe your hands get a little puffy? I'm working my hands are all slippery. I can't pick up the bottle. My hand cream. I love this. We're getting into colder months. This is amazing because it has rosehip and pomegranate, coconut. And so I'm just overall getting it on. Now what we're going to do is I want my hands. I'm actually doing this so I have some slip on my hands. But again, remember, we open up a point, we work towards that point. Okay, so we're opening up here. So if I want to do my hands, here's a tip. I don't start at my hands. We have to start at the point that we work that fluid towards. So I get my hands ready, but I actually have to start at my shoulder if I want to get my hands done. Okay, so think about that. If I want to do my face, I have to open up here. But this is important because this works to here. So I'm going to take, and it can help if you have something to rest on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my palm very gently. I'm not massaging. I'm not like pushing. There's no pressure. There's no pushing. So I'm just turning, and it helps if you turn your head a little bit. I have to turn my head. I'm very tense generally. Very tense person. And I'm going to pull in just a little bit. Very gently pull in. Pull in. Now we can work down just a little bit to the upper arm. Our lymph nodes here, we want to work the inner arm. Okay, so we can pump, pump, pump. I like to do a little pressure first and a little pumping first. Just a little pressure, okay? And then this is interesting because you wrap. I'm gonna scooch for you, okay? Don't be intimidated by my huge biceps. I'm very strong and muscular, obviously. I'm just wrapping very gently. Just wrapping. Remember, this is only the skin. We're not flushing. We're not pushing. It's very, very gentle. In and out, in and around. And we're working back up towards the point that we are working towards, okay? Up, up, up. Okay. Now, we're going to, one second. I'm trying to turn so you can see. I'm bumping everything. Again, we're stretching the skin upwards. Stretching the skin upwards, but just the skin with very light pressure. Very light pressure. Okay. And if you're late hopping on, that's totally fine. Just join in with us. And we're working. And I have a little on my hands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of body cream now because what was on my hands has absorbed. And I'm going to just gently, this is actually a fun way to apply your lotion. I'm going to teach you a little trick. If you open up your pathways first, if you want to apply your lotion with your butterfly strokes, up, up, it's a great way to do it too really quickly in your routine. This smells so good. Who here has the body lotion? It smells so good, doesn't it? So we're just little butterfly motions. You can use your Spock hands too if you want. Up the arm. Massage it towards the shoulder and in, okay? We do this all the way down to our wrist. And then I'm gonna take some just really light broad, like my whole hand now, up my arm. Let's go up the arm. Just the skin. We're not pushing. We're just going up the arm. And we're working that lotion in. And then I'm going to wrap from the inside out again, just a little bit. Now we're going to do the hands. Nice and lotiony. I'm going to start here, my fingertips, and I want to open a little bit, my palm, just little butterfly strokes. Because remember, we want to open the point and then we work down. So I just like to give a little pressure there. But up now. This is like your thumb finger. We're going to just butterfly stroke down. All the way down. And one thing I just want you all to know, and I don't want anyone to feel like this is hard or complicated. When you just think about, I have to open up the point, and then let's work with gentle strokes towards that point. So we open up a point, we work with gentle strokes towards that point, okay? So if it's our, like I said, our hands, we want to open up that point, we work with gentle strokes towards that point, all the way down till we get to our hand. Okay, down, really light. This isn't like a hand massage where I would be like massaging. That's different. Remember, that would be that connective tissue, muscle, or circulatory. This is lymphatic. This is just our skin. Butterfly, pulsing, very gentle strokes. It's very soothing and relaxing. Down. Now I'm stopping at the wrist for this. Remember, keep liking and sharing so you can win the Cutie Patootie skincare fridge. Okay, so how often can you do this? You can do this morning and night. You can do it whenever you have time. You can do it as needed. You can do just certain areas. You can do just like the open up, open up the areas. So that's what's so great about this, especially because it is so gentle. I'm just going to focus on one side so I don't run out of time. Then what I can do is I can take a few more broad strokes up, very gentle up, very gentle up. And if you want to, you can set it down, but I like to try and use gravity too. Let's try and use gravity. Skin, let's get it in. Okay, I'm going to just do a really quick, a little more neck cream here. You can apply product liberally as you do this as well. I'm just grabbing a little more neck cream. I'm going to press it on. I'm going to press it on. See, we have a winner. Who's our winner? I just see it pop up. There's so many comments that fly by, so I can't always see everything, and what I do see is pretty delayed. I'm just going to press this in. I'm going to collarbone it one more time. And you can do your chest area too, same thing. We just work toward after collarbone. Always start with collarbone, remember. And this can be done on bare skin, or it can be done through clothing. You just want to make sure you're getting that motion and that pressure. We're all gonna fall asleep here. We're all just gonna take a nap together. I really came here to trick you all into a Friday afternoon nap, right? Who doesn't want that? I want that. Seems lovely. All right. Who's ready to get going on the skin of the face? Who thought that felt nice? Drop some hearts if you're playing along, if that felt lovely. And if you want to keep going, drop some hearts and share. Keep sharing if you want to win a cute little skincare fridge. 24 hours, you can use code OILS and get, my hands are so slippery, I'm going to drop something. Buy the rosehip seed oil, get the argan oil. So argan oil is packed with vitamin E. It's very nourishing. It's very moisturizing. If you've seen, I use it in my hair. I use it all over my body. I use it on my face. Love it. Amazing. Rosehip seed oil is packed with vitamins A, C, and E. It's a really great booster with some natural anti-aging components to it. It's one of my favorite skincare ingredients. I love that GoPure puts it in everything, and I love that we can get it by itself. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grease myself up. That sounds nice. I'm going to get my face ready. This is my favorite little concoction. Oh my gosh. My hands are so slippery that I can't open anything. So I'm going to put this down because I'm literally a lotion queen right now. Okay, I'm going to put a few pumps of that argan oil in my hand. see if I can open up my rosehip seed oil because I am so slippery right now. Oh my gosh, I can do this. I swear I can do this with my lotion hands. Okay, I did it, yay. So I have argan all over my hand right now. I don't want to drop this, my rosehip seed. And I'm just gonna put a couple drops, just a couple drops with my rosehip. I'm gonna mix them together on my hand. We're gonna press. And I'm gonna do pulses here. Here's why. Because I'm using the motion for my application right now to apply the product. To open the pathway. So we're applying product and opening pathways. Because remember on that little chart, we have all of those pathways through here, through here, through here, and they kind of go through here. So instead of some of those other massages where it's outward and upward, we're actually gonna be working specifically towards these points here to work down to help it move, okay? So I'm really focusing here and get behind your ear. Do a little pulse behind your ear. Let's do that. Okay, press it around. So we will be glowing. Now I'm going to share a little tip for the face. So for those of you that are on right now, or if you're watching, you get a really cool tip. Am I frozen for anyone else? I hope not. I just saw someone said that she was frozen. So here's my tip. Lymphatic drainage can be done at all points. I'm saying, when can I do this? Morning, night, whatever. What part in my routine though, right? What part in my skincare routine can I do lymphatic drainage? If you've seen me show how you can use your argan and rosehip as a cleansing oil, you can actually do this at the very beginning of your skincare routine before you do everything. So if you're using your oils as a cleansing oil, get your cleansing oil on, do that, do your lymphatic drainage, and then move on with the rest of your skincare routine. If you want to do it after your serums and press in a little oil, you can do it then, or you can do it at the very end of your skincare routine. You can literally do it at any point. So I'm going to press. Okay, I'm just going to get it on, and I'm focusing on the perimeter of my face with this, okay? And up my jawline. It's going to be glowing here. I'm going to take a little bit of the excess off my hands because I don't want to accidentally drop my roller, because I am going to use my roller for this, okay? So now, remember how we started here? We started here and back. I'm going to do this again really quickly for anyone who's just wants to do the face and is just joining us. We want to open up, this is the important part. We want to open this up, butterfly-like strokes back and forth. Okay? A few times. Delicate little butterfly. See how I'm not flushing? And I flush very easily. I flush so easily. So I have to be very present and very conscious to not press too hard. So now I'm going to roll down, bounce, down, bounce, boop, and get the back ear. And I'm being just so, it's so soft right now. Like so soft what we're doing. Doop. I thought about playing some relaxing spa music for us, but I didn't want Facebook to get me in trouble. So now we're going to do some broad strokes. Broad, down. Remember all the other ones you've seen me do are lifting? This is downward. Downward and delicate. So down, you can bounce at specific areas. Down, down. Do a little bounce here. And down. It feels so feels so good. I'm going to focus on one side of my face for time, but we do one side, you can do the other. Is that fair? Are we game? I'm just going to focus on one side so I'm not super long-winded for you all. And I apologize when I'm doing massage stuff, it's harder for me to follow comments. So I really do apologize because I love how interactive you all are. You guys are like the biggest superstars on here, just like participating and doing all this stuff. I just love it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some good bounces right through here. If you don't have the roller, you can spot cans or you can use fingers to do this, okay? Butterfly. Just think I'm a butterfly. I'm a lymphatic drainage butterfly. It's lovely. Or we can bounce. I'm using the small end. Okay. And down. Small end. Down. Small end. Down. Okay. Bounce. Down. Okay. And just a couple strokes. Super lightly. I might have gotten a little too much there. A little too, I wasn't delicate enough because I was enjoying the moment. That can happen. Remember I said you have to stay present in what you're doing? Because it will feel so good. You'll just sit there and keep going because it just feels amazing. I keep bumping this. I'm sorry. I keep bumping this. All right, now we're going to do the jaw. So now we're going to hold. And we're going to push. Remember when I was talking about hormonal breakouts? Very lightly here, okay? Very light, and we can do a little bounce here if we want. Light, bounce. And we can even wrap. If we want to wrap back here, up, let's do a little wrap and a bounce. Okay? Who's playing along with me? Who's playing along with our massage techniques? All right. Now we're going to hold. We're going to work the corner of the mouth. We're going to work here. Out, bounce. Remember, we're working towards, there's a whole system of lymph nodes here. Whole system here, that we want to work this way. This is really the focus of so much of it. So that's what we're working towards. That's what we're working. Here. So delicate. So delicate. And when we have that emolliency, those oils on the skin, it really helps. Because remember, this is just a skin technique. Okay? This is just a skin technique. So it gives that glide. So we're not going too deep, okay? You can use one finger if you wanted to. If you use two, you could do this. The trick is to be working in that same direction. Now we're going to work towards the pathway that's here. Do a little bounce. And I really do use the small end for this type. A lot of times when I'm doing circulatory or muscle on the broad parts of my face, I use the broad roller. See the little bounces that I'm doing here? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm literally gonna fall asleep. I just had a moment right there where I was like, okay. Don't fall asleep. Now we're going to do the forehead, and we're gonna work from the middle. And I like doing little pulses across. I like doing little pulses across. Down to the temple. Pulse, pulse, do a little bounce at the temple. Who's liking and sharing? They can win their little fridge. We can be fridge pals. Okay. Boop. Boop. All right. Easy peasy. And we can do both sides of the face. Remember, I'm just focusing on one side for time's sake. This could be done very quickly. You could do one pass, but you all deserve the full experience, right? That's why we're spending time together. Very soothing. This is the only thing that can calm me down. This is the only thing that can take my vibe down because I'm so like hyped so much of the time. You're seeing the most muted version of me right now because I'm literally falling asleep before your eyes. Now we're going to do some larger strokes. So I'm going to switch to, now we're just going to do really broad strokes all the way down and work back. Okay. If you want to do a little bounce here, we can. A little bounce. We can wrap and down. Because remember, we're helping gravity. We're helping. We open up a pathway, we work towards that pathway. Open up a pathway, work towards that pathway. Okay? Work down towards and help work those fluids through our tissues. Now, I want you to look at my face. Does this side look less puffy than this side now? Look at my face. Do you see a difference through here and through here? I do. I mean, maybe I don't think it's my imagination. But look, do you see a difference in the sides of my face? And it's that glow. It's that vibrancy but it's that, see that? And a little more contoured. It's great. It's a great way to start the weekend. But I'm seriously, I'm so relaxed right now. But the bounce, and I saw someone, I never knew about the bounce. That is really going to help us. It's so light in those areas. But who has gotten breakouts? Okay. The this breakout, the congestion through here, who has ever dealt with that? Does that make sense now? That if we have these pathways that work through here and we get that lymph that builds up, because lymph's job is to detoxify. It bathes our tissues and it helps detoxify and all of that. And if we can help move that along in an effective manner, think of how that supports our skincare goals, how that supports the removal of toxins from our tissues, how that helps clarify, how that helps just move that along. That's really meaningful. And you can see the difference in the sides of my face right now, just from having done that. And I feel it internally, the sleepiness. This is why, and I can feel it draining. Yes, and it looks younger. I can literally feel it internally too. Did anybody do this? Did you feel maybe some sinus drainage as well? Do you feel that working through? I mean, let me know if you're doing this with us, if you can actually feel the soothing impact, if you can feel the de-stressing impact, if you can feel maybe the release of fluids internally, like literally, that's why I'm saying, like, you might need a tissue because you can get snipply through all of this. And sometimes that's why this can be great in the evening, because for real, this will put me to sleep. Straight up, this will put me to sleep, but it's great to do in the morning. If you feel like you had to, maybe some salt or a glass of wine or something that made you feel a little puffy. And I'm going to show you one more thing that I like to do. I'm going to do this. Take my eye gel. I'm going to put a little eye gel on. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to do light bounce. Really lightweight bounce through here. Really, really light bounce through here. Okay? So gentle. And we're a butterfly. We're a gentle butterfly. We're going to move it. We're going to bounce. So if you just want to focus on eyes, you can do this too. We're a delicate butterfly. But remember, you have to open up your pathways first. If you just go and do your eye, it's not going to work as well. Open up this first. Open up your neck. Open up this pathway. Then do your eye. Okay? Work it down. Opening up the pathways. Kelly, I just saw a question roll by. You can use a roller, a gua sha stone. You can use like a roller. I like using a roller on the face, and here is why. I feel like it's very easy to do this motion. It does the hard work for you. With a stone, I have to work. I like the smaller edge of this to be very intentional with the pathways that I'm working. You can use your hand too, but sometimes I pull and drag a little more with my hands. This, I feel like you can't go wrong when you use a roller, because it's not going to drag. You can get that motion very easily. You can work it. Just be a little butterfly and then work it down, and then maybe grab our broader end to just help delicate pull towards our collarbone. I feel great. Who else feels amazing? Now, some best practices and a couple things. It's making me cough. It's working. We don't want to roll over inflammation. We don't want to manipulate over inflammation. We don't want, if you have like an active, really bad breakout, this is really good for prevention. But if we have spots and a breakout, you can just kind of like work around it a little bit or be very gentle on that spot. We don't want to do lymphatic massage if we have a fever or if we are sick. Remember, if you have had cancer treatments or heart conditions, we want to speak to our doctor. But this is it's gonna make me cough. It's working. See, I told you, it's literally working. This is a very widely practiced technique. It is, again, like compression socks, compression clothing for athletes. It is a very, very widely respected practice. It helps, improve, there are studies on this: swelling and pain and skin congestion, stress, headaches. When I get migraines a lot. I actually focus on lymphatic drainage in around my face, my neck, but I absolutely make sure I do my hands, because we do have some important pressure points in our hands. And so that's what I focus on, is that for headaches. I love it. Fatigue, because remember, this detoxifies and clarifies and calms. And we are using that massage and manipulation to support a very important and powerful system in our body, that lymphatic system that runs parallel to our circulatory system but doesn't have a pump. So we need to help with our movement and with gravity. This type of massage and manipulation can really help move those fluids along, but it is slow. Lymph moves slowly. So it is slow, and it is soft, and it is relaxing. This isn't that invigorating, lifting massage that we can do. Remember, and if you hopped on late at the beginning, I talk about the different types of massage and manipulation we can do, and the different types of pressure, the different benefits that it can have. I'm sitting here tripping out too at the difference in my face through here. Like, doing one side, I didn't plan this. I just planned one side for time purposes, but I think this gives a really great illustration as to how it does move that through and the benefits of it. I mean, I showed it to you as we were sitting here, and it feels incredible. It really, really feels incredible. And when you have the right tools and the right products to support that process, it makes it very, very easy. It makes it very, very simple to integrate when you figure out, okay, I can apply my products and I can work this in either when in my cleansing step, in my serum step, or at the end of my skincare routine. It can be done day and night. It can be done consistently, or it can be done as needed. But it does take practice. We start with our breathing. And definitely, if you can only do one thing, just take a minute, especially, this is why with our awesome new neck cream, when you're applying your neck cream, what you can do is, remember, just open up that collarbone pathway first. Open up your collarbone pathway, even if you can do it just one time. But if you can do 3 passes, then the neck, do our neck, and you can crisscross. Sometimes it's easier to crisscross, and then work in your neck cream. What a fun way to utilize a really powerful technique with a really powerful product. So let me know, drop some hearts if you're going to try that too. And let me know how you feel. Let me know if this works for you. How many winners did we have? Are we still liking and sharing for the cute? I know Rosa is very sleepy. I'm very sleepy too. It is so relaxing and amazing. And it's it's working. I can feel it working for sure. But I so appreciate you all being on here with me. Who is going to hop on to win, get on the SMS, the text list to try and win that Peloton or a $500 Go Pure gift card or the complete product actives set, the system, that seems incredible. There's so many fun things going on. And remember, if you use code OILS for the next 24 hours, then you can get the argan oil for free when you buy the rose hip seed oil. Some of you have never seen me this calm and relaxed. I'm not kidding. This works so well. How long does the roller stay cold when it's in the fridge? I saw that one go by. That's a great question. This type of stone can actually retain its temperature really well. This is one of the benefits of rose quartz over jade in particular, is how it maintains a cooler temperature. I feel like it just is cool naturally. So what I do with this type is I will pull it out for like 5 minutes before I use it if I'm doing lymphatic drainage, specifically because I don't want to over constrict tissues. I want that fluid to move through the tissues. But if you're doing like a circulatory massage, or you want to do it really quick muscle massage, then you can just use it straight out of the fridge and it stays cool really, really nicely. Like, it feels cool on my skin now as I'm putting it on my skin. So that's a great question. I have a few minutes left. Any other questions? How do I get to the bottom of this list? I can never figure out how to get to the bottom of this list every time. I can't remember. I don't think there's a code for the roller right now, but there is a link on here that you can use. The code oils is what we're doing for BOGO for the oils. And I think we had some great winners for the skincare fridge, which is so cool. And the Peloton giveaway, I'm serious. I'm like, can I just not work for GoPure for like 2 weeks to try and win? But then please give me my job back because I want a Peloton. This was so fun. Thank you all. Rosa says she feels terrific. I feel terrific. And yes, this is a GoPure roller. So go and this, if you go to the website too, make sure you check out the accessories. There's some really cool accessories. I love the headband. I love the roller. There are the new really cool dermaplane tools. There's some really great tools and accessories. The little travel pouches for your serums. That's incredible. We've had, sorry. I'm so sorry if I keep freezing. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for hopping on with us, for going through and doing this process with us, for learning with me today. You are such an incredible community. You've all been so supportive. Make sure that you join the VIP community, the private group. Some amazing things go on in there. Great conversations. Make sure you're following all of the social channels too. But that group is so cool. Everyone is in there just supporting one another, sharing their journey, sharing their experience, asking questions. Customer service and myself are in there answering questions all of the time. And just, it's such a really genuine community of people that have come together to just share their skin goals and their journey and help and support one another. And it is amazing. So make sure you're in there too. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to finish the other side of my face so I don't walk around with one contoured side and one more puffy side. Anita, you have a question. I want to see what your question was on this live. Yes, this live will stay up. So my live videos stay up. And so, make sure that you can come back and watch it and go through it again. It's wonderful. Thank you all. Have a great weekend and ask me questions in the group on here and have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.